Hello and welcome once again to Homer Stryker Field in Kalamazoo, Michigan. It's Growlers baseball on the Northwoods League Baseball Network. The Traverse City Pittsbitters visiting the Growlers tonight as Kalamazoo looks to snap a 5-game losing skid here tonight against the visitors from Northern Michigan. Traverse City leading the Great Lakes East in the second half. Growlers trying to find their footing and keep the hold on the overall standing race in the division. The Growlers with a tough matchup last night against the Kenosha Kingfish. Pittsbitters in action themselves taking a loss to Battle Creek. Let's take a look at how those games played out yesterday evening. A fun time at the ballpark last night for Porter, for all the fans in attendance, getting a little bit of the Cabbage Patch, and even me and Blake Crawford getting in on the dance moves. One of the fastest cookie to the forehead races I have ever seen in my years of broadcasting. You can get that on ESPN 8. The Ocho, Seth Hansen, our umpire, taking care of Porter, streaking out on the field. Did a good job to keep the biggest, the baddest, and the bluest bear off the diamond, but couldn't keep runs off the scoreboard for the Kenosha Kingfish. They got the bats hot early. A shot to the right field wall by Drake Westcott, an RBI double, gave the Fish a lead early in the top of the third, and why not pull out the 6 shooters? Later on in the same inning, little weak grounder to the left side. Tony Stefan slapped some leather on it, but it was enough to score Westcott. The Kingfish would tack on a few more in the inning. Everyone going station to station on the RBI from Josh Leslie, making it 4-0, 5-0 entering the top of the fourth inning. Well, it's 7-0 real quick. A monster drive deep to left field by Taylor Darden made it a 7-run game. The Growlers struggling to put up runs of their own on the other side of things. Dykstra B-Rob here striking out. A great pitching performance from the Kenosha starter Victor Loa. Lin Chen Wei came in relief and also set down a plethora of Growler batsmen. Griff O'Farrell here in the bottom of the fifth would give Kalamazoo their first run scored in the last 16 innings of play, with a base hit to right that scored the speedy Lipsy to make an 8-run game at the time. O'Farrell, the Northwoods League All-Star, here again with a fly ball to center, and that was all she wrote last night at Homer Stryker Field. 9-1 Fish, almost 20 hits in the game for the visitors. Growlers trying to snap a 5-game skid tonight. They'll have to do it against the Traverse City Pittsbitters, who had some woes of their own yesterday. A hot start for Jacob Marcy, who picked up this RBI knock to make it a 2-1 game for the Pittsbitters. Again here, Marcy with a little RBI ground out to level things up in the home 8th inning. But it was all Battle Creek as the game headed to extras. Billy Hancock with a shot down the right field line. Scored 2 on the play. Battle Creek ahead by a pair with still only 1 out in the extra frame. A great slide away from the tag here by Pat Mills, the Northwoods League All-Star, to make it 4-2 Jacks. And the next at-bat, throw down to third, trying to snap Hancock off the base. That one ended up down the left field line. Scored Billy to make it 5-2 the final in favor of Battle Creek. So heading into tonight's contest for these two teams, the keys to the game for the hometown Growlers, something we've seen far too often in this second half, is free bases. Limiting that will totally change the landscape a lot of these games for Kalamazoo going forward, including tonight's contest. And on the offensive side of things, leaving the bases loaded with less than 2 outs 5 times in the past 4 games. Going to try and rectify that if they want to pick up a victory this evening. For the visitors, the first place Traverse City Pittsbitters and 2-time defending champions, they're going to want to keep stealing bases. 125 on the season for TVC, leading the league in that category, puts them in scoring position, turning singles into doubles, doubles into triples, and plating a whole heck of a lot of runs for the Pittsbitters. As well, score early. This Growlers team has played from behind often this season and found some trouble in the second half, catching up to teams' big leads. So if Traverse City can hang a crooked number early, the Pittsbitters are in good shape for this contest tonight. Both teams looking to bounce back from a loss last night. Growlers trying to snap a 5-game skid. We'll be back with the starting lineups and Growlers baseball here shortly on the Northwoods League Baseball Network. Hello and welcome once again to Homer Stryker Field in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Growlers and Pittsbitters in game 1 of a 2-game stand here tonight in front of a very solid crowd on Western Michigan University night at the ballpark. Ben Picorni, your voice of the Growlers, with you here once again. The first pitch of the game tonight being thrown out by Tim Lester, the Western Michigan football coach, athletic director, and a member of the Western Michigan Broncos basketball team, and the dance team getting involved with a pregame show as well. Brown and gold meets navy and gold tonight as the Growlers and the Western Michigan University Broncos join forces on what is a beautiful 81-degree evening in Kalamazoo, 1% chance of rain. A slight breeze, if anything, out of the south at 5. The Growlers trying to snap a 5-game skid tonight. The Pittsbitters trying to get back to their winning ways, lining up with Christian Beal at leading off, Marcy second. Dorigi bats third. Summerhill, Tackett, and Traficante go in the 4, 5, 6 spots. Truitt, Duarte, and Atkinson are rounded out at the bottom of the order. For the Growlers defensively, the boys in powder blue with Cole Russo behind home. Blaine Robinson at first, Tony Stefan, everyone's favorite Italian, at second. Connor Schumann makes his return to the Growlers organization after about a month-long break. Colton Koch at third. Dykstra, Obi, and Lipsy, the usual suspects in the Growler outfield from left to right. For Kalamazoo on the mound tonight, the right-hander from Ball State, Tanner Knapp, gets the call. Knapp, so far this season, has done well, broke the franchise strikeout record in his last game, but yesterday, as he was showing off the dance moves, had an unfortunate occurrence here. If you get another look at it, there on the slow-mo, took a cleat right to the nose from Tyler Johnson. Nearly needed stitches, and if you can kind of make it out, is wearing a little covering over the nose, had quite the nasty cut across the bridge. Knapp this summer with the numbers, a 2-1 record, 25 tossed, 23 strikeouts, has also walked 17, a 5.76 ERA. Last time the Growlers were in the win column was with Knapp on the mound.